What if I told you that a single race could forever change how we see facts and opinions? Welcome to Wacky Academy, where kids race, wobble, and even sing through a hilarious battle of truth versus belief. Can you tell the difference? Will the mighty fact finders come out on top, or will the opinionators show that personal beliefs hold the crown? Get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe even dance like a jellyfish. Hit play now, because this is the wildest, funniest showdown of fact versus opinion you'll ever witness. Watch now. Don't miss out. Welcome to Wacky Wordsville. Wacky Wordsville wasn't your typical town. Oh no. This was a place where words danced, sentences did somersaults, and debates erupted over the silliest topics, like whether pizza was better than ice cream, which, honestly, was impossible to settle. Even the town's squirrels argued whether acorns tasted better roasted or raw. One day, the town's funniest teacher, Mr. Jumbles, strutted into his lively, giggling class at Wacky Academy. He wore a polka-dotted suit, oversized glasses, and a tie that flashed different colors whenever he spoke. Class, today we have a challenge. It's called the Great Fact versus Opinion Showdown, he announced, waving a golden whistle. The class gasped. Sounds intense, said Benny, adjusting his oversized glasses. Does it involve food? Asked Munchie Max, always thinking about snacks. Mr. Jumbles twirled his mustache dramatically. It involves games, puzzles, quizzes, and a grand competition to find out who will be the fact champion and who will be the opinion wizard. The students cheered. Confetti rained from the ceiling, which no one knew how it got there, possibly magic. First, let's understand what we're dealing with, Mr. Jumbles said, scribbling energetically on the board. Fact, something that is true and can be proven. Opinion, something that someone believes, feels, or thinks but isn't proven true for everyone. So, when I say the sun is a star, that's a fact, he continued. But when I say broccoli is the best vegetable in the world, that's just my opinion, Tina said, wrinkling her nose. Exactly. Now, let's put our knowledge to the test. Mr. Jumbles clapped his hands, and a giant spinning wheel appeared. Behold, Bree, the factor opinion wheel of wackiness. The students oohed and awed. Let the games begin. Mr. Jumbles split the class into two teams, the mighty fact finders and the opinionators. In each round, a player would spin the wheel, and it would land on a statement. The team had 10 seconds to decide if it was a fact or an opinion. If they answered correctly, they scored points. If they got it wrong, they had to complete a silly challenge, like dancing like a chicken or singing the alphabet backwards. First up, Benny spun the wheel. It landed on the sun is a star. Oh, that's easy. Benny grinned. Fact. Ding. The scoreboard lit up. Next, Tina spun. Video games are the best way to have fun. Opinion, Tina shouted. Ding. Another point. Then it was Max's turn. The wheel spun and stopped at, chocolate is the most delicious food ever. That is a fact, Max declared confidently. Wrong, the class shouted. Max gasped. What? But, chocolate is the best. For you, Benny explained. But not for everyone. That's an opinion. Max sighed. Fine. What's my punishment? Mr. Jumbles grinned. You must do the wiggle-wobble dance. Max groaned, then wiggled and wobbled like a jellyfish. The class erupted in laughter. The game continued until the scoreboard read, Mighty Fact Finders 10 points and Opinionators 10 points and a tie. That meant it was time for the lightning round. In this round, students faced a series of fact and opinion challenges. First, fact or fiction dash. Students had to race across the gym, grab a card with a statement, and run back to sort it into the fact box or opinion. Mr. Jumbles led the students to the gym, where two large boxes marked FACT and OPINION stood at opposite ends of the room. A huge pile of statement cards lay in the center. Here's how it works, Mr. Jumbles explained. Each player will race to the center, grab a statement, and run to place it in the correct box. But be careful. If you put a fact in the opinion box or an opinion in the fact box, you'll have to hop on one foot while singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. The students lined up with Benny and Tina at the front. Mr. Jumbles blew his whistle, and they dashed forward to grab statements. Benny's card read, "The Earth orbits the sun." He sprinted to the fact box and tossed it in. Tina caught one that said, "Dogs make better pets than cats," and threw it into the opinion box. Ding! Both correct. Round after round, students raced, grabbed, and sorted statements. Max, lost in thoughts about snacks, accidentally tossed "water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius" into the opinion box. "Oh no!" Max wailed. "Max, hop and sing." Mr. Jumbles grinned. With a sigh, Max began hopping and dramatically belted out, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star." Laughter filled the gym. After an intense series of rounds, the showdown came down to Benny and Tina, the two fastest players. Mr. Jumbles held up the last two statement cards. The whistle blew, and they darted forward like lightning. Benny grabbed "Bananas are yellow." Tina grabbed "Ice cream is better than cake." They ran at full speed, leapt like superheroes, and landed just in time to toss their cards into the right boxes. Ding ding. The gym erupted with cheers. Mr. Jumbles checked the scores and announced, "The winners of the Fact or Fiction Dash are the mighty Fact Finders." The Fact Finders jumped and cheered while the opinionators clapped for them. "Well done, everyone. Now on to the next challenge," Mr. Jumbles said as the games continued. The debate duel. Two students faced off to argue about something silly using only facts or opinions. "Pineapple on pizza is disgusting," Tina exclaimed. "That's just your opinion," Benny retorted. "The Earth has one moon," Max shouted. "That's a fact." The class erupted in applause. Next was Facto Puzzle. Teams had to assemble giant puzzle pieces, but only if they answered fact or opinion questions correctly. Then came producing a fact-opinion story. For the final round, teams had to craft a short text using both facts and opinions. They had 15 minutes. The fact-finders wrote, "Cats are mammals. They have fur and whiskers. Many people think cats are cute, but some find them scary." The opinionators wrote, "Summer is the best season ever. The sun shines brightly and it feels amazing. Some people don't like hot weather, but we think it's perfect." Both teams presented their work and the class voted. It ended in another tie. Then it was time for the grand finale. "All right, for the ultimate tiebreaker, let's play Quizmaster," Mr. Jumbles announced loudly. "I will ask a tricky fact or opinion question. The first team to buzz in and answer correctly wins the championship." He posed the final question. "Dogs are better pets than cats." Max hit the buzzer. "Opinion." Ding, ding, ding. "We win!" The opinionators shouted in joy. But Mr. Jumbles had more in store. Wait! As a reward, everyone gets a prize, the Golden Brain Trophy." He lifted a giant, glittery brain. "Because today, we all became fact and opinion masters." The class erupted in cheers and confetti fell from above once more. Seriously, where was it coming from? From that day forward, the students of Wacky Academy never mixed up facts and opinions again. Well, unless it was about chocolate.